This is Oracle's Trading, your access to true trading knowledge. We are going forward in our training and we are moving deeper into how to trade like the professionals. Today we are going to be considering support and resistance. This is a very crucial concept in trading. Many traders do not know where to pick their support and their resistance in the market. And that can become a very dangerous thing for a trader to do, because heading into resistance and heading into support can be very dangerous. But don't worry, because our trading methodology have a very simple and very accurate solution to the problem posed by support and the resistance. Briefly, what is support? Support zone or support is simply a zone in the trading chart or on the trading chart that is below price, and support tends to reverse the direction of the market. So when the market gets to support, you see the market stalling and most likely reversing. It doesn't mean that support reverses the market. Please, you are going to note this carefully. Support must not reverse the market or stalls prices. 2. Resistance zones or resistance is a zone or region above price where price stalls and reverses. So these are the basic definitions of support and resistance. So you can consider resistance as a ceiling, and then you consider support as floor. You want to break these two. The market wants to break these two so that it can continue its move. But our technique is going to be something that you probably may not have heard of, because this issue of support and resistance have contributed to the losses encountered by many traders. A lot of Forex traders focus on support and resistance. We do not do so. That is why our training is so different from what you obtain out there. Okay, for the purpose of your understanding, that is why we are discussing support and resistance. Otherwise, we may as well not talk about them at all, and you will still be very, very profitable. So, Oracle's Trading is bringing you access to true knowledge, true education that will liberate your finances trading in the market. We are going to be teaching you how to draw support and resistance on your chart accurately. I want to emphasize here that we are not dwelling on support and resistance as a matter of truth. And if you want to imbibe our techniques and technology, I want you to write down this. We do not consider support and resistance in our techniques. We do not have respect for support and resistance. Why? If you look at your charts, just look at the charts. Everywhere on the chart is support and resistance. Truly. Everywhere is support and resistance. So which support or resistance should I take into cognizance which support or resistance should I appreciate? Should I appreciate and give attention to? So our methodology do not rely on support and resistance. So why are we now training you on support and resistance? It is for you to have knowledge of what is there out there, or to know what is taught out there and how it is wrongly taught. And one of those things is this idea or concept of support and resistance. Forget about support and resistance, but we are going to talk about it and how they use it out there. And then we are going to let you know or teach you on how to use certain kinds of so-called resistance and support. Because one, resistance and support are meant to be broken. They are meant to be broken. The market breaks them. So we are going to be bringing you concepts that is contrary to what you hear out there. That is, if you are even an experienced trader, if you are a beginner trader, then better for you. It is better for you. So one kind of support and resistance is trend lines. We call it trend lines. And okay, let us say we're coming to that. So here we say that note that support and resistance are not precise area. That is what is taught out there. So they are more or less regions or zones. For instance, let us take one kind of resistance that traders use is the monthly chart. Let us look at this chart, for instance, and it is often thought that the highs or the lows are resistance points of the monthly candlestick. Look at it. This is the low. Let me take in this so that you see it very well. Yes, I think this is okay. So for instance, now some traders, some school of thought will teach that the wick that you see, or the tail, that is from the end of the body now, for instance, to the low. This is the end of the body. This is the low, the wick, or the shadow. Is a resistance zone. So, and then if it is the upper wick now, let us take another one. Let us assume we are considering this candlestick. So the upper part, this is going to be considered a resistance or a support zone, depending on whether the market is above this zone or the market is below it. If the market is above this zone, well, this is going to be a support. The zone is going to be a support. And if the market is below this area or this zone, then the zone acts as a resistance. So that is the basic idea about support and resistance. But there are techniques that are designed on how to trade them profitably out there, but we are going to be teaching you how to trade based on this resistance and support. But what we are saying when we say you should forget about it is because you don't allow them to hinder you. When you are supposed to sell, do not say this is a support, I cannot sell. You will miss a lot of good moves if you don't do so. If our techniques tell you to go against any support or resistance, please do so, because support and resistances are meant to be broken, and the market does break them again and again. And why we don't actually respect them is because when you look at the market, everywhere is support and resistance. Everywhere in the market is support and resistance. We can prove that again and again. So let us move forward. Now, in summary, let us just tell you some of the truths about support and resistance. It is one of the most confused concepts in trading. Note that. Where is support? Where is resistance? And then you see the professionals in quote, or the guru in quote, will now begin to tell you that there are major support zone and resistance level. True, so that you can buy into their courses. They rename it and reframe it. Don't bother about any support or resistance. If a support, a true support, reverses the market, our technique will capture it. If a resistance reverses the market, our technique will capture it. So you don't have to bother. There is need to pay attention to it to maximize the profits opportunities surrounding them. So this truth we want to bring out from here is that when our technique gives us entry in the direction of the so-called support and resistance, we go. We are going to be letting you know some supposed support and resistance in the market, but we are not going to be dwelling on them. It is one of the most confused concepts because traders find it very difficult to trade around them. They are more or less like manipulative than supportive in your trading system. I have mentioned this before that support and resistance zones and levels are everywhere on the charts. They will most likely not tell you this. Then they bring their idea of major support and resistance zones. Those are vocabularies. Then the third one that we have here for you is that to be an effective and successful trader, assume there are no support and resistance levels. So if everywhere in the market is a support and resistance zone, why do I have to bother much? Support and resistance levels are meant to be broken. We are going to get to the concept of the market too, when it will be said that you don't trade against the trend, or you trade against the trend is your friend. We are going to be coming to those concepts, and we are going to be proving to you that the trend can be your enemy, and trading against the trend can be a friend. So these are some of the concepts that have contributed to traders losing. What we are going to be teaching you is for you to just trade well, just trade good, and then you make whatever the market has to offer you. They have rules for trading around support and resistance level. We are not going to be talking much about that now, but when we enter the practical session of this training, we are going to be taking you in detail, step by step, and deeply into how to make profit from the market. So there are things we said that we are on point. We are not going to bother you by jargons in this journey, in this educative journey. We are not going to bother you about jargons. So we are going to be giving you what you need to hit the nail on the head and extract as much profit as you can from the market. So that is what we have for you today. in this lesson about support and resistance. Let me recap quickly. Everywhere, okay, support and resistance. Number one, support and resistance are some of the most confused concepts in the market. Traders don't know how to trade around them. That is number one. Number two, we said that support and resistance levels are everywhere on the market. We are not denying the existence of support and resistance levels. Let it be clear to you. We are not denying the existence, but we said that they are everywhere. And then the most important concept you need to know about support and resistance level is that for you to be effective and successful and be a successful trader, assume that there are no support and resistance levels. If we need to tell you of any particular support and resistance level you should watch out for, we are going to let you know during the practical sessions as you continue in this course and training. Very simple way of doing that, we are going to let you know. So we trade whether we are going against support or against resistance. If our techniques and methodology gives you signal to go against support or resistance, do not hesitate. Do not hesitate. I repeat. This is Oracle's Trading, your access to true education. If you know you have not subscribed to Oracle's Trading, do so now. Watch our videos, subscribe to all the videos, share the videos, and comment so that if you are having any issues through the comment sections, we can attend to them and if necessary, do videos on them for you. You are welcome.